Listen to that. Is that you, the troubler? Yeah, you would say that. You're the troubler, Ahab. You're the one that's with a wicked Esau. And you're the one that's in idolatrous practices. But he's the troubler? That's what we say. When you have the spirit of Elijah, though, people will call you a troubler.
That's right.
Call you a troublemaker. This teaching is a troublemaker. You understand? This teaching will cause one to say, oh, Ox a troublemaker.
Troubler of Israel.
Yeah, the trouble of Israel. So you want to stir up something. That's right. It needs to be stirred up. So something can settle in the mind. That's how you, when things are stirred up, eventually things will settle.
Gang, it's like...
And the truth will what? Stand. After all the smoke is clear, call it troubler all you want.
All the chaos, huh?
If it means to stand for Yahweh the Most High, I'm a troubler. Proud to be one. When it deals with serving the Most High alone, that's right. Troubler of Israel. You understand? Don't see, Aki. You will be called a troubler when you stand for the Most High alone. Everybody knows how that feels. Everybody's been there. Everybody's been dealing with individuals in Israel or non-Israelites about their religion. You know how you feel. You feel like a troubler. Oh, you talking that stuff. Oh, you bring... Yeah, you feel like a troubler. That's right. Call us a troublemaker. That's right. We troublemakers. We troublemakers for the Most High. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 18. He said to him, not I have troubled Israel.
Exactly.
Rather you and your father's house have.
Right.
By your forsaking the commandments of Jehovah, and you have gone after the Baalim.
And you have gone after religious practices. You still haven't let go of Christianity. You're still in the Gospels. You're still in the book of Acts. The book of Corinthians. The Philippians, I can't even get the tongue to say it. The Ephesians, all these ends. It's going to come to an end. Too. All these ends. And there will be an end. You understand? He says, oh, I'm not the troubler. It's you. You're the troubler. You and your father's household, because you forsook the commandments of Jehovah. A lot of Israelites forsaking the commandments of Jehovah. What else? And you have gone after the Baalim. That was their JJ. Baalim was Jesus to them. Baalim was Yeshua to them. Just a different name. But it's the same thing. And Jehovah, because we worship Jehovah and the Baals. You understand?
Okay.
The Baalism is religion, traditions that have nothing to do with Torah. It's an add-on or subtracting from the first 5 books. As I stated before, when we was in Egypt, and we left out of Egypt, and we walked for those 40 years, and Most High says, you shall observe the entire road these 40 years, when I afflicted you and tested you to see whether you're going to follow my commandments or not. Who was our king?
Wow, I need to write that one. What was that?
That's Deuteronomy, Devarim, chapter 8, verse 2 and 3.
Ah, yes. Okay.
We're supposed to meditate on that entire road. And on that entire road, it was Jehovah alone that took care of Israel.
Okay, here we go.
So he says, oh, I'm not the troubler. I just come to bring the truth. That's what's happening today. And like, we ain't troubling nobody. We just come to bring the word of the Most High.
Wow.
People call it troubling because the truth. Truth always troubles falsehood. False teachings always get rumbled and crushed. with truth. That's what happens. That's a part of the design. The Most High designed truth that way, to be like a hammer.
Mm-hmm. To the back,
Hallelujah. So he says, no, I am not the troubler. You, your father, you forsook the commandments of Jehovah, and you have went after religious practices. Come, Shiaki, here we come. Verse 19. Let's take them. Let's take them to Mount Carmel. That's the name of this teaching. We at the Mount Carmel now. Let's all go there. We walking up the mountain now.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 19. And now, send and gather all of Israel to me at Mount Carmel.
That's right.
And also the 450 prophets of the Baal and the 400 prophets of the Asherah tree who ate at Jezebel's table.
Wow.
Goodness.
Look at that. When you're dealing with falsehood, you always going to feel like you're alone amongst the many. How many Israelites in these communities throughout this country only serve Jehovah alone? That community is few to the many. It's always going to be like that. Understand? Because the few is keeping truth. It's always the many. That's in falsehood. That's what the Most High wants us to understand right here. How many false teachers? 450 Baal worshippers.
Along with
these are teachers. These are ones who teach Baalism. And how many? 400 prophets of the Asherah tree who eat at Jezebel's table. You're looking at 450 plus another 400. You're looking at 850 leaders. And Elijah's by himself.
To one.
And he said, you know what, Ahab, you call all Israel, hundreds upon hundreds of thousands of people, and you call all these fake teachers and leaders, and you bring them to.
Wow.
I'm going to do it all of them. Bring them on Mount Carmel. Tell them to come to Mount Carmel. So they can hear these words in their ears. Bring them. You understand? This is what this teaching is about. Bring the leaders.
Wow.
Could you put the word Mount
Carmel.
You know the Most High, he got the awesome designs. You know the Torah is fascinating. He don't do nothing for nothing. Elijah didn't say a certain mount in a name for no reason. Huh? Just put the word mount first.
Just mount. Let's start off with that.
Which is mountain, which is called Hor. Hor is mountain. Which is Har, rather. Har. Har is mountain. That's the Hay and the Resh. The Hay and the Resh is Har, which is mountain. What's the seed of the hay? What's the weight of the hay, rather?
Hay is 5.
What's the weight of the Resh?
And the Resh is 200, which is 2.
What's 5 plus 2?
7.
Right. Bring them up, because it's a sword now. Judgment. Now put Carmel. Since the mount is 7, let's bring them to the mount. Then let's bring them to the name of the mountain, because I'm about to bring a sword spiritually with my mouth against Israel and against the leaders. So the name of the mountain is Carmel, which is called Carmel, which is the hay, the Kav, the Resh, the Mim, and the Lamed. The Most High loves just weights and just balances. This mountain is the mountain of the sword. Sword means judgment. Bring them on up. Let's get to the seat of Carmel to see that is just like the mountain. It's like Mount Horeb, the mountain of the sword. Same thing. Bring them on up. This is what the teaching is. The sword. Huh? A sword going to make decisions, is going to make division, isn't it?
Sure enough is.
It cuts to separate. Let's see. Let's get to the seat of Carmel to see if it's on point. Torah can be reproved by the word. What's the weight of the hay?
The hay is 5.
What's the weight of the calf?
Calf is 20, which is 2.
What's the weight
Of the rage.
of the rage?
200, which is 2.
What's the weight of the mem?
40, which is 4.
What's the weight of the gimel? The lamed.
30, which is 3.
We have 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 3. Let's get to the seed. What's 5 plus 2?
5 plus 2 is 7.
What's 7 plus 2?
7 plus 2 is 9.
What's 9 plus 4?
9 plus 4 is 13.
What's 1 plus 3?
1 plus 3 is 4.
What's 4 plus 3?
4 plus 3 is 7.
Same as mountain. Why? Because this is the mountain of the sword. Put the Zion key.
Wow.
Which is 7, which is the sword. That's why when you look at the Zion, it looks like an upside down sword. But that's what it is. That's why the Shabbat day, the Most High says to us, any person that desecrates this day will be what? Cut off. With what? His sword. What day does it fall on? The 7th day. Do you see the design? Torah don't lie. It's all here. Ain't going nowhere. Mount Carmel is a mountain of the sword. It's a mountain of judgment. That's why he told him to come on up. And that's what his teaching is. It's a judgment teaching. Teaching about judgment. What month are we in? Huh? 7th month ain't over yet. Huh? So we see that all these worshipers, these teachers, 450, another 400, and just Elijah by himself. You know you gotta have a certain spirit to deal with that. Huh? How many people can go up against 850 leaders strong in their faith? What's the name for Mount Carmel? It's called Ha Carmel.
That's the name in.
That's the name of it in Hebrew. Ha Carmel. Which deals with the sword of the Most High.
Okay.
We're going to see that because at the end of the story, what does Elijah pull out on him? A sword.
Oh, that's right.
You understand? Torah don't lie. Everything can be improved in the story. What we're doing is looking at the word. That's it. Torah everything is here for us. All we got to do is observe and take a look. Come see key verse 20. Now he sets up the stage. We're about to go into judgment. I'm about to bring you on the judgment with the Most High. Let's go. Y'all leaders, come on up. And Israel, watch the show. Watch it.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 20. Ahab sent among all the children of Israel, and he gathered the prophets to Mount Carmel.
Right. So he gathered the prophets there. Gathered the prophets at Mount Carmel. Y'all leaders. So the Most High deal with leaders differently. To that earlier. Leaders get taken out very quickly. You don't waste time with leadership. That's why he dealt with Moshe with a harsh judgment. He deals with leaders on a different level because you're dealing with the minds of his people. Understand? Once, this is the thing. Once you've been exposed to truth, the sword comes if you don't make decisions. See, that people don't understand that. Once you've been exposed to Torah and its truth, and you don't make a wise decision, and you keep walking on the road that you're walking, you will have to deal with the judgments of Yahweh from that point. That's why the Most High sent his prophets to confront other leaders. Because once you do that, the light has been given.
Oh, green light.
Now they are ready to be judged and decided on. That's why the Most High sends his people out to teach his word. That's why the prophets stayed out in the streets. They stayed out. They confronted leaders. Once you confront a leader and tell them that they're walking in the wrong path, and you bring Torah, that light, and they don't change, judgment comes after that. That's why people don't like to be around prophets. When Abimelech abducted Sarah, the Most High came to him in a dream and said, if you don't let his Isha go, he's a prophet. If you don't let her go and he don't pray for you, I'm going to take y'all out. Because the Most High brings a judgment. With his prophets or his servants, they have the sword with them. They have the sword with them. Their mouth becomes the sword. They speak it. You don't accept it. You got to deal with the Most High on it. From that point, all these leaders will be confronted eventually. And from that point, they're going to make a decision.
Okay.
They're going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to make a decision. And whatever decision they make, may be the one that the Most High chooses. Because at that point, judgment and the light is upon individuals. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
That's why I said about when Elijah walked into the woman's house, her son died because the light came with him. The sword. He walked with the sword. If I be a servant of the Most High, may fire. He walks with the sword. Judgment. It's in his mouth. Understand? Truth comes out. People don't like to deal with truth because after you hear it, if you don't respond to it, you have to deal with judgments now.
Okay. It's coming.
But it's coming though. It's coming. Because if you take leadership position, you have to deal with the consequences. If you take leadership position, you have to deal with the consequences of false teachings and falsehood in this nation. You have to deal with the consequences. And when I say consequences, the Zion is spiritual. So it ain't man that's bringing it.
Right, true.
Tamshiaki.
Verse 21. 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 21. Elijah approached all the people and said, how long will you dance between two opinions?
Here we go.
If Yahweh is the Most High, go after him. And if the Baal, go after it.
Listen to this now. Here we go. Isn't it teaching Mount Carmel? How long will you dance between two opinions? How long will you dance between two opinions, Israel? Isn't he talking to the children of Israel?
Okay.
How long will you dance between two opinions? There is no Torah-based Israelite and Messianic Israelite. How long are we going to dance between two opinions? Those are two opinions. One of them is correct. And Elijah tells us, he gives us the separation. He says, if Jehovah is the Most High, go after him. He's not saying, and someone else with him. He said, if Jehovah is the Most High, go after him.
Okay.
We read that earlier. Jehovah alone. If Jehovah is the Most High alone, that's who you serve alone. You understand? Or, if the Baal, if Jesus is Yeshua, if it's Jehovah and Yeshua, that's still Baal. worship.
Okay.
You're still considered an idolater by the end with the Most High. Sharing His glory is it's the same thing with idolatry.
That's right. So I will not give my glory to
And
another.
and if the bow, go after it, but you can't grab both and say, I'm fine.
I'm fine.
You understand? You can't grab both of them. You can't have your whole on the right side and then on the left side, Yeshua. As if you need both to hold you up.
Wow. Wow.
You understand? That's the question that leaders need to address in this nation. How long are you going to dance between two opinions? Huh? How long are we going to play? How long are we going to do it? Hear the footsteps? How long are we going to do the slow dance, the slow drag? Huh? How long are we going to do the twist? Huh? That dance is played out. This back and forth stuff took its toll. It's played out now. I'm Messianic. I'm Torah based. Those titles is played out. It's one or the other. It's one either following Yahweh alone or you're not. You're either Israel or you're not.
That's it.
An Israelite will serve Yahweh by himself. That's why Elijah said what he said. If Yahweh is the Most High, go after him. He put him first because that's the right choice. You know what he was doing?
That's right.
You give people the right choice and then you tell them the ultimatum.
Life or death.
You understand? And if thou, go after it. The second choice is what? Always the wrong one.
Yes.
Your first choice is always the best one. The second choice is always the one that, oh man, I should have went with my first decision. We say that so many times because the first thought, the Most High whispered it to you. The second thought is you. Your ego. Nah, I don't want to do that. I'll do this. And you end up saying, man, I should have went with my first thought.
Perhaps.
Why want to get my first thought? Yep, that's what it is, Doc. Perhaps I'll take another road. Huh? Then you end up in the bushes somewhere in the jungle. End up somewhere in a dark path, in a dark road in some country, some town somewhere with a crazy name. So where's that now? I gotta pull over the road and get the map back out.
On the road with the lions and bears.
You understand what I'm saying? Man, I should have turned. I should have took that right turn when I felt it. That was the exit. Man, I gotta drive all the way back. That's what we do. Always second guessing.
Yeah, took that right at Albuquerque.
You understand? But at least, you know what's interesting about, you know what's really interesting about what we're about to read? At least the children of Israel, could you finish that out, Ak? What was their response? At least they were thinkers. At least our ancestors at that point was thinking. They wasn't quick to make a decision. They wasn't quick to speak with their mouth. They were contemplating. We don't do it. We don't contemplate. We quick with our lips. No. The Hamashiach. No. Jesus. No. We don't think. We don't think. What was the response of the people? At least they said this.
The people did not answer him at all.
Look at that. That's smart. It says even a fool is kind of wise when he's silent.
That's right.
At least they didn't open up their mouth. At least they was like, well, they're silent, waiting, thinking. We don't do that today. We quick with the lips. We're not silent. If someone is speaking truth, it's good to just listen and then contemplate on something, then come back and say, you know what, I don't believe that because this, and this. We don't do that though. We're not the people that do that. At least our ancestors were. Look what happened.
Okay.
How long are you going to dance between two opinions? Jehovah the Most High, go after him. If the Baal go after it, the people did not answer him at all. At least they didn't say nothing. At least they didn't say anything. They said, you know what? I'm going to think about what this brother is saying because he's a brother.
Yeah, right.
Elijah's a brother. He's an Israelite. He's one of their brothers. I'm thinking about what this brother is saying right now. I ain't going to say nothing. I'm just going to sit back and just listen and listen and see what this brother's saying. What is he really saying to me? Because sometimes if you reflect, you'll get the truth just thinking about it yourself. You know what? That's very true. Wow, I never thought of it like that. That's what happens. That's enlightenment.
Dang.
That's enlightenment. Wow, I never looked at it that way before.
That's the meditation.
Come Shiaki, what else happens after that? Then Elijah, he goes on. Then Elijah, he said, okay, well at least they listening. Let me continue to speak to them.
First Kings chapter 18, verse 22. Elijah then said to the people, I alone have remained as a prophet of Yahweh.
Wow.
And the prophets of the Baal are 450 men.
Wow, look at that. He knows it. I alone. You feel by yourself when you serve the Most High. You know how that's like? That's like even this room here. This is really like the only Israelite room that follow Yahweh alone.
Wow.
Do we know that?
Isn't that something?
On this line, on this Power Talk that we know of, we're the only room that serve Yahweh alone. That's the same thing that Elijah just said. I feel by myself. Read that scripture again, Aki.
Whoa.
Listen what he says to the people. I alone remain faithful to the Most High.
Wow. First Kings chapter 18, verse 22. Elijah then said to the people, I alone have remained as a prophet of Yahweh, and the prophets of the Baal are 450 men.
The prophets of the Baal are many.
Mm-hmm.
How many rooms we got on this line? We got a lot of them. Many of them, more than this.
Okay.
There's only one room.
Wow.
Aki, who the big got the room thing called Hebrew Israelites, a nation, not a religion. That's the only room.
The rest is religion, huh?
That's the Most High alone, aside from the other room we just opened up. But still the same room. We're still the same.
Okay.
It's the same room. Out of all the other rooms. It's the same thing what Elijah just said. I alone. We alone. Out of the many.
Wow. Okay.
You understand? Out of the many. Come Shiaki, verse 23.
Verse 23. First Kings chapter 18, verse 23.
Uh-huh.
Let us be given 2 bulls.
Right, because there's a choice you got to make. It's either what? Righteous or wicked. Blessing or curse. Life or death.
Decision between 2 heads.
Righteous and the same thing. You must, how long you going to dance between 2 opinions? He said 2 opinions, so you got to bring 2 bulls.
Okay.
Why do you bring 2 bulls? Because a bull deals with the letter Aleph, which is head. Who's your head? Is it Baal or is it Yehovah? Who's your head? He picked an animal that deals with the head, which is the Aleph, which is number 1. Who's number 1 for you?
Wow.
Huh? If JJ is number 1 for you, then here's your bull. If Yeshua is number 1 for you, here's your bull. If Yehovah is number 1, here's the bull that he keeps. He represents Yehovah, and he's by himself. Do you see the picture? All Israel with 850 teachers against Elijah. That's nothing new underneath the sun. Right. That's going to always be, too, until Yehovah comes and changes the whole thing.
Okay.
You're always going to feel by yourself amongst Israelites.
Wow.
So he said, let us be given 2 bulls. And the us here is more than just 3. Is it just 3 people? Let us? It's 850 people. So let's get off of the us is the Trinity. Us could be many. I ask plenty of people that when I build with them. Well, you know, the Most High is, you know, the Trinity, 3 in 1, the us. Who is the let us then? I said, okay, let's save, you know, this for argument's sake. Let me ask you a question. Prove to me that the us in Genesis, and stay in Genesis, or stay within the first 5 books, prove to me that the word us only refers to the number 3. And I'm going to wait patiently until you give me some understanding. And I haven't found one person yet. Bring it. So don't come with the us, let us with Trinity, because your mind is already bamboozled by New Testament already. Your mind was already bitten by other Baal worship and religious cultures to come up with a Trinity. If I took you when you was little and put you on an island and gave you the first 5 books, you wouldn't know a such thing as 3 in 1. You learned that 3 in 1 from New Testament. You didn't learn that from the beginning. That came after the fact. If we all would live on an island somewhere and we never see the New Testament in our life, you would never believe in the Trinity. Because the concept of the Trinity is nowhere in Genesis and Deuteronomy. But the Most High tells you, or any one of us, that he's 3 in 1. When the Shema says, Yehovah Eloheinu, Yehovah Echad, 1. Tamshiaki, verse 23, let us be given 2 bulls, and the us is what? 450 men. Plus the other 400. 850 is referred to as us. So leave the Trinity and the 3 and trying to reprove and prove, because you don't prove nothing. I don't prove anything, because I can just prove it. We just did. Us can refer to different kind of numbers.
1 Kings chapter 18 verse 23. Let us be given 2 bulls. Let them choose the 1 bull for themselves, cut it, and put it on the wood, but not apply fire. And I too will prepare the other bull and place it on the wood, and I will not apply fire.
Yeah, because fire is Torah again. Remember the Most High said his word is fire? Huh? If it's my word truly, fire should come down.
Ooh.
You understand?
Okay.
My word is fire.
Aha.
My word is true. My word is consuming. I'm a consuming fire. I'm the jealous one. So if you have the truth, it's going to be enlightening. Enlightened is with light. Light is fire. So if you have the truth and you speak in the words of the Most High, then we should see some fire in what you do. That's why he said it. Don't add no fire to it. Because we want to see the real stuff. We want to see who's really serving the Most High and who's not. Who's serving the Most High and who is not. So he said, don't add no fire to it. We don't want no falsified word. We want the truth. Whoever answers with fire, that's the living Most High. Because we know that the Most High word is fiery, and he said his Torah is a fiery law. So therefore, if his word is fire, if he speaks fire, and you're speaking the truth, then it's going to be fiery. Tamshiaki, verse 24.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 24. You shall call out in the name of your deities, and I shall call out in the name of Yahweh.
Look at that. Always one.
And whichever Most High responds with fire, he is the true Most High.
He is the true Most High. And what do people say? Finish that out.
All the people responded, the proposal is good.
Yeah, the proposal was good, because we want to see too. Because the children of sheep The other children is waiting to see. Because at least their mind is open for truth. That's what's showing us here. That at least our ancestors was open for truth. Let's see what you're saying. The proposal was good. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, let's see it. You speak it, let's reprove it. That's what he's saying. Let's get some reproof. You said it. Let's see some real reproof. Huh? The reason why I say Jesus and Yeshua is the same reason why Elijah mentions Baal and Asherah. You know why? Because he's trying to teach these deities. He's not worshiping it.
Right.
He's doing a teaching and trying to get the minds of the people open. So they need to hear those words because they worship these entities. That's why I say those words today. Same thing. That's not against Torah. The Most High, when he says don't mention the name of deities, or have it be heard, he's talking about for worship and praising. Because that was the case, the prophets wouldn't speak the names of the idols out of their mouth. That's where understanding comes in at. Our forefathers mentioned Baal. Baal is Jesus. It's the same thing as a deity's name. They mentioned it. Well, when did they mention it? When they were teaching. So people would know what the truth is. You understand? That's why you hear the word. Because you know I don't say the word. We always abbreviate. JC. Quickly. But the teaching, we need to hear truth. So, Elijah, he says, you shall call out in the name of your deities. There's always many, more than one. Many means more than one. And I shall call out in the name of Yehovah. And whoever Most High responds with fire, he is the true living Most High. And the people said their proposal was good. Come, Shiaki. Elijah's so nice, he says, you know what? Y'all go first. Go first. He said the best for last. Y'all go first. Go ahead. Bring your reproof. Bring your teachings. Bring the book of Revelations. Go ahead. Bring Matthew. You know, bring Luke. Bring Paul's writings. Go ahead. Go first. Go ahead.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 25. Elijah said to the prophets of the Baal, choose for yourselves the one bull and prepare it first.
Right.
For you are the many. And call out in the name of your deity, but do not apply fire.
Right, start it up.
Wow. He says start with the many, huh?
Yeah, start it up, you know.
Interesting.
Pull out your books, pull out your scriptures, pull out your teaching. Go ahead, start it up. I'll wait and listen to everything you got to say. I'll wait till the Isaiah 53s. I'll wait for the Isaiah 7s. Go ahead. I'll wait for the Daniels 9. I'll wait again. Just bring it all out. Bring your case out. Because we in the courtroom of the Most High. Call heaven and earth to bear witness to this occasion. That's how you do it. Let's call heaven and earth to bear witness on this teaching now. That's how you do it when you come with leaders with falsehood. Let's stop playing games. Let's call on the name of the Most High. Bring judgment into it. If you got the truth, you shouldn't be scared. Let's do it. If you're walking with truth, you have no problems with that. Because you're protected. What Torah does, puts a chet around you. A fence.
Okay.
You got the truth of the Most High. You got nothing to worry about. If you come with falsehood, you don't fear man. Oh, nah, I'm not going to do that. Nah, I ain't going to do that. You know? But the truth of the matter is, that's how you have to do it. You got the truth, bring it. Let's invoke the Most High name, come into a room together. Invoke the Most High name, start it off. Start your case up.
Okay.
Let the Most High judge the matter. Because he will after it's done. It will be evident after it's done. It will be evident after it's done. Tamshiaki. So he tells the Baal worshippers, start it up. Call out the name of your deity. Don't apply no fire. Here we go. Let them go first. Let's see how that goes. Huh? This is what happens when you have no truth. Huh? This is when you have a little bit of falsehood and some truth, or you have no truth. This is what happens. Let's hear what happens. Let's hear what happens.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 26. They took the bull that he gave them and prepared it and called out in the name of the Baal from morning until noon, saying, "Oh, Baal, answer us." But there was neither sound nor response. And they danced by the altar that he had made.
Yeah, they got to dance.
They dance,
when the church, you know that. You know the step. You know the one step. One leg go up, hitting the thing. Huh? You know the hands.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you know that. You know the step. Yeah, that's right. You know the step. Jump around. Get that feeling. Yeah, it's the same thing. Don't you see Baal worship with what? Dancing around the altar. Nothing new underneath the sun. It's the same thing. Baptism. Same thing. Same thing. It's falsehood in Israel. Understand? They dance by the altar that he had made. Elijah ain't gonna do no dancing. Because he come with the word of the Most High. He don't gotta dance. The word's gonna do a dance of his own. If you want to see some kind of dancing, watch the flame of Yehovah do a dance for you. Because fire do a dance, don't it? Look at fire in the flame. Don't it move around and dance? Okay? That's the only dancing Elijah was going to bring. That fire coming down from heaven. That's going to do a dance. He ain't going to do no dance. I come for business. I came to bring truth to Israel. I don't need a dance. We've been dancing too long. It's time to take off. He said it. How long are you going to dance between two opinions? It's time to take off the dancing shoes. It's time to take off the Cinderella slippers. So he started dancing. Okay. So Elijah's sitting there patiently just watching, observing, still waiting for results. Tamshiaki. Verse 27.
1 Kings chapter 18. Verse 27. And it was at noontime. Elijah ridiculed them and said, "Cry out in a loud voice, for he is the Most High." Perhaps he is conversing or pursuing enemies or relieving himself. Perhaps he is asleep and he will awaken. Oh.
You know that's our people. You know that's what we'll do too. That's what we'll do is sit there, watch you do a dance all day. Hey, from morning to afternoon, he's sitting there patiently just watching them do the steps. Okay. You're sitting there waiting. Then he starts messing with them now. He starts playing with them, messing with them, ridiculing them. He says, "Cry out in a loud voice, for he is the Most High." Perhaps he's conversing. He's conversating with someone. He'll get back to you. Or pursuing enemies or relieving himself because he's a man. Perhaps he's asleep and he will awaken.
At the bottom
Signs of what? Being mortal. Signs of not being the creator of the heavens and the earth who never sleeps or slumber.
Okay.
Signs of mortality. Not immortality. Mortality, like a person. Sleeping. Using the bathroom.
All signs of flesh and
Conversating.
blood.
You know how you on the phone and somebody wants your attention, or somebody trying to talk to you on the phone. You don't really hear what they're saying. You're busy.
Brush them off.
Yeah, you still talking on the somebody in the, go do something for me, and you're still on the phone. You don't really hear what they said until you hang the phone up and stop talking. Now, what did you say? Now I can give my attention to you. And you might need help. You understand? Our Creator said he would never forsake us. Huh? That's why you won't never hear, my God, why have you forsaken me? You'll never hear that in the Israelites' mouth.
Ooh-wee.
We serve the Most High who never forsakes his children. If anything, you forsaken him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he will let you go.
Right.
That's what you wanted. I'll lead you down a road of iniquity. You want it? You want the curse? I'll walk you to it. I allow you to do all that witchcraft and stuff in the land, and I brought you to where? Enemies. I let you do it, but then I gave you a judgment afterwards. So that's the thing. Just because stuff happens and nothing happens right now, you're going to have to deal with it.
It's coming.
You're going to have to deal with it. You're going to deal with falsehood. You're going to deal with worshiping the Most High and something else within your life. And you better get that understanding while you live underneath the sun before you deal with the judgment on that. And it's severe. Because there's no excuse for any of us to worship something other than the Most High alone. Not being his way of life as long as most of us have.
Okay.
Not talking about individuals that are just coming into this way. I'm talking about individuals that have been this way for three and beyond years.
All right, that's choice. Huh?
You have a good understanding. If you read just the scriptures by yourself, you would get that understanding.
Okay.
So we still mess with them. Verse 28.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 28.
Still messing with them.
They called out with a loud voice and cut themselves with swords and spears, according to their custom.
Right, cutting themselves. Blood spurting all over the place.
Until blood spurted out on them.
This is my blood, this is my flesh.
Oh.
Blood drinkers, cutters.
Didn't they poke them with the spear on there? It's part of custom.
Cut themselves with swords and spears according to their custom until blood spurted out on them. Witchcraft and sorcery. This is my blood. This is my flesh. Eat me. This is my blood. Drink me. Witchcraft. What you call communion.
Wow, man. It's all here.
Idolatrous customs that we done adopted in this nation and want to call it holy. Israelites running down in pools of water. Where's that at? Unless you're going for a swim. That's okay. But don't bring baptism in this nation. That's not a custom. Just say you're going for a swim. That's all right. It's hot outside. You want to take a dump? You want to jump into the pool? That's cool. That's fine and dandy. But don't jump and dive into the pool thinking you baptized. You understand?
You're doing something holy.
That has nothing to do with our way of life. We're going to get into all those things. Right now, this is prep. Some Shiaki. So they cut themselves up. Blood squirting all over the place. This must have been a crazy sight, like a horror movie.
I'm telling you.
See people cutting and dancing, cutting themselves. And it's not just a couple. This is 850 men cutting themselves, dancing and going crazy. He's just sitting there by himself watching. This is some crazy stuff. Huh? He was like a comedian at that point. Look at these people. These are Israelites too. These Baal worshippers are not other nations. These are Israelite leaders that took on Baal worship. These are his brothers and sisters.
That's right.
These are other brothers that's teaching falsehood. So he's watching Israelites that's into Baal worship. He's watching no different than watching Israelites that say JJ, Yeshua, same thing. He's watching his brothers act foolishly.
So this is Moshe and the Levites back in the wilderness once again.
Yeah, just looking at this whole thing.
Under the sun.
Cutting themselves up, acting a fool. Wow, y'all really going out the way. And there's no result. So you're going to cut yourself to try to make people watching too. Everybody's watching. Israel was watching this whole thing. They wasn't like, okay, well, let's see our teachers, our leaders have been teaching us Yeshua and JC. Okay, they out there, they doing their thing, but I don't see no result yet. It's a problem.
Uh-oh, put it to the test.
It's a problem. It's a problem now. Because now, some truth is now being revealed. I see issues now. I see some problems. Come, Shiaki. What else has happened? 29?
All right. 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 29.
Okay.
When the noon hour passed, they prophesied until the time of the afternoon offering, but there was neither sound nor response nor listener.
Oh, they prophesied. So witchcraft is dealing with prophecy.
Uh-oh. What?
Huh? Huh?
Wow.
Dancing and carrying on, falling out, cutting themselves, and prophesying. And nothing has happened yet. Still waiting. Still waiting. After you done did that song and dance, after you done spoken so-called tongues, you come back to the same issue. I'm broke and I need some help. Huh? You've been talking in them tongues, I see no change in you and your situation. So what did it benefit? Huh? You came crying to the Most High, you spoke in tongues, and you left out crying with the same issue. So how did the tongues help you at that point? Huh?
Wow, okay.
Same thing. Been talking in tongues for years, and I see the same issue with you, sister. I see the same issue with you, bruh. So that means the tongue talking ain't doing something. Same thing here.
Mm-hmm.
No result. No result. Because you come back next week crying with the same problem. No power. No real power. And that's what the Most High is trying to teach us here. No power. When the noon hour passed, they prophesied until the time of the afternoon offering. There was neither sound, nor response, nor listener. Okay, now Elijah said enough is enough now. You had almost all day. I give y'all all the time y'all need to bring your case. Okay, now enough is enough. Now he gets ready to step in to do his thing. I love Elijah. Elijah's putting it down. He's putting it down.
Okay. 1 Kings chapter 18, verse 30. Elijah then said to all the people, "Draw near to me." And all the people drew near to him. He repaired the ruined altar of Jehovah. Elijah took 12 stones, corresponding to the number of the tribes of the children of Yaakov, to whom the word of Jehovah came, saying, "Your name shall be Yisrael." He built the stones into an altar for the name of Jehovah. And he made a trench large enough to plant 2 seahs of seed around the altar. He arranged the wood. He cut up the bull and put it on the wood. Then he said, "Fill 4 jugs with water and pour them over the elevation offering and over the wood." He said, "Do it a second time." And they did it a second time. He said, "Do it a third time." And they did it a third time. The water went all around the altar, and the water even filled up the trench.
Okay, now, watch what Elijah does now. See, he's showing something. He's also putting Torah design in what he's doing, too.
Okay.
He's implementing Torah in front of the people's eyes. The Baal worshippers don't even understand what he's doing. Most of the people don't even understand what he's doing, but he do. Because he understands Torah design.
Right.
Wise designs of Torah. That's what Torah is. Wise designs. So Elijah then said to all the people, "Draw near to me." And all the people drew near to him because they got tired of seeing that dance and song and nothing happening. So all the people said, "Okay, we seen what y'all do." Nothing came about. So he says, he repaired the ruined altar of Jehovah. Elijah took 12 stones, corresponding to the numbers of the tribes of Israel, according to the tribes of the children of Yaakov, to whom the word of the Most High said, "Your name shall be Israel." He put 12 stones.
That's interesting how they worded that, too.
Because 12 stones is the Gimel. The blessing, the curse, and Jehovah's decision.
Okay.
Huh? That's the Gimel. That's the 3. Also, I could the word sword in the room, which is called Harev.
Aha.
Then we read that in Malachi where the Most High says, you should remember Moshe on Mount Horeb, and then he said, I will send Elijah to come.
That's right.
The word Horeb is Mount Horeb. Horeb is sword. The word sword in Hebrew. Horeb. We already have Mount Carmel, which is the spiritual sword, the Zion. We're going to get to the physical sword because we're going to keep reading where he's going to pull out a real physical sword, Horeb, and take care of business.
Corresponding to the mountain.
Okay, let's get some understanding now why he put those stones in 12, the number of Israel, but Israel represents givers. We are givers. The Most High third day gave us what? Torah. On the third day.
Okay.
It's all the same. Everything is perfect design of the Most High. 12 stones. We'll get to the stone next. But 12 because of the Gimel. The word Horeb, because that's what he's on. He's dealing with the sword, judgment. The word Horeb is the Chet, it is the Resh, and the Veit. What is the weight of the Het?
Is 8.
What's the weight of the Resh?
200, which is 2.
What is the weight of the Veit?
Is 2.
What's 8 plus 2?
8 plus 2 is 10.
10 is?
10 is 1.
And what's 1 plus 2?
1 plus 2 is 3.
3, which is the Gimel. The sword equals 3, right? That's why it gets to, how many times he put water on the trenches? 3 times. Everything is perfect.
Okay.
Setting up everything by Torah design to get Torah result. Verse 32. He built the stones around the altar for the name of Yahweh. I could do a stone in the room, which is called Even.
Man, wait a minute. We said stone is?
Stone is Even. It's
Even.
the Aleph, the Veit, and the Nun. Stone. That's the reason why the Most High put his word on 2 stone tablets. Not copper, not gold, not silver. He could have, but it doesn't give the numeric value of the word. You understand? Torah is awesome. Stone, Even, is the Aleph, the Veit, and the Nun. What's the weight of the Aleph?
The Aleph is 1.
What's the weight of the Veit?
And the Veit is 2.
What's the weight of the Nun?
Nun is 50, which is 5.
What's 1 plus 2?
1 plus 2 is 3.
What's 3 plus 5?
3 plus 5 is 8.
Okay, put stone equals 8 ak. Everybody can see that for themselves? Okay, underneath that ak, could you put the word word? Because he said he built the altar and stones unto the name of Yahweh. We're going to get to word because that's what he's following, the word of the Most High. Word is called Devar. There's a reason why this stone, the Most High put his words on those 2 stone tablets. Why he used stone? Because the Most High is a stickler with just weights and balances. If I got 7 on this side, to put it on the scale, I must have 7 on that side. To make what? Equality. What we call justice, righteousness.
Okay.
When you're dealing with spirituality, the Most High loves just weights and measurements and balances. That's his delight. So if it's one on one end, it has to be on the other end for anything to be just in his eyes. So the word is called Devar. Devar is the Dalet, the Veit, and the Resh. What's the weight of the Dalet?
Dalet is 4.
What's the weight of the Veit?
The Veit is 2.
What's the weight of the Resh?
200, which is 2.
What's 4 plus 2?
4 plus 2 is 6.
What's 6 plus 2?
6 plus 2 is 8.
Could you put the word equals 8? Now, we said the name of Yahweh. Could you put the Yod Hey Wav Hey? Which is his name. That's the reason why he put it. Use the stones for the name of Yahweh. Yahweh is the Yod Hey Wav Hey. This is his name. What's the weight of the Yod?
Yod is 10, which is 1.
What's the weight of the
The
Hey?
Hey is 5.
What's the weight of the
The
Wav?
Wav is 6.
What's the weight of the Hey?
And the Hey is 5.
What's 1 plus 5?
1 plus 5 is 6.
What's 6 plus 6?
6 plus 6 is 12.
What's 1 plus 2?
1 plus 2 is 3.
What's 3 plus 5?
3 plus 5 is 8.
Everything is perfect designed by Torah. Now let me read the scripture again. Elijah, 1 Melachim, chapter 1, verse 31 and 32.
Yep, chapter 18 came.
Chapter 18 came. 1 Melachim, chapter 18, verses 31 and 32. Elijah took 12 stones.
Mm-hmm.
According to the number of the tribes of Yaakov, the children of Yaakov, to whom the word of Yahweh came, saying, your name shall be Israel.
Mm-hmm.
He built stones into an altar for the name of Yahweh. That's why he did the stones. He made a trench large enough to plant 2 seahs of seed. 2 seahs of seed. 2 deals with the bait.
Okay.
The bait deals with his house.
Mm-hmm.
He's calling on the house of the Most High. He's invoking his name. When you build an altar, what are you doing? You're sending up prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you?
Right.
Who are you invoking? You're invoking the name of the Most High. You're invoking his house, which is the bait. He arranged the wood and cut up the bull and put it on the wood. Then he said, fill 4 jugs with water. Why 4? Could you put the word servant in the room, my key? Because he's a servant of Yahweh.